So, UP3 by Jawbone. New device for me. I've never purchased one of these kind of things before, but I'll explain why I bought it. So, I do have an Apple Watch, which obviously does do a lot of tracking. It does your heart sensor, doesn't monitor your sleep, but I'm sure you can get an app which does that for you, and advanced activity. And the reason why I can't use my Apple Watch as much is because of where I work. Because I work in food retail, obviously my hands are going back and forth in the shelves, what have you, and my watch always seems to catch the shelves as I'm, sorting out a presentation and what have you. So it becomes a challenge, it gets annoying, so it ends up getting scratched, etc, etc. And because of the price of an Apple Watch, I didn't want to take that risk anymore. So I opted for one of these. All I want to do is monitor my steps, how much I've walked, and heart rate and stuff like that throughout the day. So picked up this relatively inexpensive, coming at £40, which I think is more than reasonable, and it's made by a company called Jawbone, and it talks to your iPhone. It can be integrated with the Apple Health Kit, which is the most important one for me, because there's a lot of ones out there like Fitbit, for example, but they don't work with the Apple Health Kit. So this is why I opted for this one. And yeah, I can wear this. It's quite discreet. It's going to kind of blend in with my bands. It's not very thick either, which is great. It's just what I need. And the battery life is a lot better. This can last up to 7 days, whereas the Apple Watch you're having to charge nearly every day. So this is what it looks like in the box. Nice presentation. The product is there straight itself. Some of the key features as well: wireless activity, sleep and heart rate tracker. So here we're going to zoom in on what it can track. So we can track steps, distance, intensity, workouts, type of activity, idle time, active time, calories burned. We can do total sleep, light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep. We can then program it to, you have to input your meals as well, and it'll give you streaks, goals, milestone averages and trends. So there is an app for it on the App Store called Up. Already got it installed, ready to go. On the other side, it's going to tell you the specs of the device. So splash proof, it's not waterproof, LED displays and all those great things, and compatibility, no problems. Any old device probably will work with it as well. And yeah, there is the barcode. So this is the universal article number. I picked this up on a website, but you can get them off Amazon. Pretty much cheapest website I got it from. It's fine. These do come in different colours. We're opting for black because it blends in. And yeah, on the back, going to tell us the different things the app will do, and it's the most advanced way to track your fitness, sleep and health. And yeah, pretty decent. So we're going to get into it and we're going to see how we get on. So a little pull tab here, and boom, pull the top. No, there's a little pull tab here, I think. There we go. So pull the plastic off, which then gives us the ability to pull this apart, and then boom, we're in the packaging itself. So we're going to just take this out. Woo! It's always fun doing unboxings live, because you just never know how it's going to go. So we're going to pull this out. I'm going to take the watch out first. It has these plastic grips and very light, which is great. Nice device. But once this is out, it might then pull out. And there is a little pull tab here which says lift. For the impatient people like myself who don't read, that is how you do it. And boom, get connected to the app with the USB cable on the back there. So if you pop this out, it connects to one of these metal bands, and you're good to go. I believe it's that one just there. It's magnetic, and boom, that's how you charge it. That's how we're going to sync it, guys. This has been a look at the Jawbone. Any other requests, please let me know, and I'll be giving you updates how I get on with it. Okay guys, so this is the setup process for the Jawbone UP3. Obviously I have used this and set this up before, but this is what it's going to look like kind of out of the box. So with the band to my right, it's not on my wrist, I've downloaded the app, which is the Up purple icon bottom right hand side. This is what it looks like. So I have set it up brand new. So we get started. Now I could sign in with my account details, but for the purpose of this, we'll just get started. It's going to first of all, obviously want to connect to the tracker itself. So connect, got an UP3. Now to activate it, you can attach your band to the USB cable. It's now looking for the UP3 using Bluetooth. Just put the band on your wrist, that's fine. So it's now going to ask me to touch and hold. I'm going to touch and hold it, and you should hopefully hear it vibrate quite strongly. Quite a strong vibration on it. Boom, that's done. So we're going to press next. And this is when we then create our profile. So for me, I'm just going to put, just kind of leave all the defaults in. But obviously, for you guys, when you're doing this, you need to put this as, you know, as bang on as it can be. And then boom. It's going to give you some couple of quick facts as you go along, but that's fine. Press next. And then this is where you can set your goal. So if you want to, you know, slower pace, then you can obviously drop this down, or you can leave it on the recommended 10,000 steps. Now I know from wearing this band for a week now, I surpassed that. I'm about 15,000 steps just because I work in retail. I'm on the floor all the time. Sleep obviously recommends the average of 8 hours, which is the average they recommend adults get, and obviously weight is there as well. It's going to give you notifications, so periodically through the day it'll synchronize the results up to the app. Your app will then process that raw data from the tracker itself, and then it'll give you a breakdown of your steps so far, your resting heart rate and stuff like that. So that's fine, we're going to enable that. Location matters. I mean, I ain't that fussed about that, so I'm going to put this off as no, but it is all user preference. And create your account. Now, because I've already got one of these, we're going to obviously skip this bit and come back to it. Okay guys, so we're now in the application, and this is your default homepage. At the top you can see a little white progress bar. That is the band now syncing to the app. Now there is going to be no data today as I haven't wore it today, but we can go back through and have a look at historical data. So if we look at the top left, you've got your little menu icon. From there you can get all your goals. So if we look at my goals, I've left it on the default. We're going to then see friends. So if you've got a friend who also has this, you can both see each other's data, compare, and you can do duels. Now again, because I haven't got any friends, it doesn't really apply. Inbox, I've got no messages. Apps, here is all the apps that are compatible with the UP3. So there's quite a vast array of different apps available there, which is pretty cool. Go back to me. Obviously it's going to be 0 because I'm not worried. But yesterday you can see I did just shy of 15,000 steps. You can then like or dislike it depending on what you like, and it gives feedback just based on that. Tells you then you got the smart coach built in, so it's going to give you a breakdown of recommendation that it's going to recommend for you. Maximising sleep does give you some pretty decent advice actually, which is pretty good. Gives me my resting heart rate, and then it will basically just give you some information around that. Good thing about this is the sleep gives you a breakdown of your sleep. So I got 8 hours and 25 minutes sleep, which is 105% of the recommended amount. You can see deep sleep, I've got nearly 2 hours. REM, which is something about rapid action eye movement, basically where your eyes are really fluttering. So, and I got light sleep at 5 hours and 17. I was awake for 17 minutes, and I woke up once. And you can see my heart rate was 58 as an average. We can then go into and see a detailed graph from 12 AM all the way through to when I woke up at 9:30. You can see obviously dreaming towards 4 AM in the morning, something quite interesting, and it dies down to kind of consistently under 55. So for data, fantastic. You get some really good results. It's quite an eye-opener actually how good the results are. You can come out of that then, go back to the home screen, click on the little heart rate there, so 52, and that'll basically show me that obviously today I've got nothing. But then we can go back to yesterday, and we can get a breakdown then of, so that'll be probably in the morning when I had an energy drink. You see the spike that causes. We can then go back through it. That's the sleeping period, and so on and so on. We can basically keep going back. 26 now, and you've got so much data to have a look at. You can get a trend then. So trend is 49. So there's quite a vast array of data. You can then go back here. And we're going to look at the steps. 150% of my target. Gives you your breakdown, active calorie burn, resting burn, and again, passive heart rate. that's been a look at the app, guys. Check it out. Awesome piece of tech. And just to wrap this up, guys, this is to show you the integration into the Apple Health Kit. So on the up, go basically to the menu, go into your settings, and you can then put health access. I've already added mine in. So then when you go into the health access, it's all there for you. And obviously I've had my phone in my pocket at work, so it still has tracked some of my steps, which is great. So I can then add that in manually to my Up app to keep it nice. And if we go into sources, then it's going to show you there the different sources, so messages and Up. And thank you very much, guys. Highly recommended piece of kit. I'm going to leave a link in the description of the website where I purchased this from. Yeah, it's nice and comfortable, and the battery life does last quite a long time. I've been getting about a week out of it, and I just leave it on all the time, even when I'm sleeping, and it doesn't get in the way. So thank you very much, guys. Any questions, please do ask me, because I will be keeping this on for quite a period of time. Thank you very much.